I'm sorry. I just need 1 minute to make sure I look good. Do you think I look good, Mr. Armstrong?
We would go to the dollar store for food, and I would give each kid $2 and say, you can buy whatever you want with your $2. And we'd leave with $10 worth of food from the dollar store because that's what we could afford. So I would apply for food stamps, and one day got in the mail that it was approved, and we got $550 for food. I looked at the kids when they got home from school, and I said, guess what? And they're like, what? I said, I have $550 on the food stamp card. We're going shopping.
I was going to say, we're going shopping at the dollar store tonight.
No, we went to the Giant.
Oh, wow.
I went up, upscale. And I told each kid, they're little, you know, whatever you can carry in your arms, you can throw into the cart. And you should have seen them. They were carrying food, and food was dropping down on the floor, and poor little Kennedy's waddling along with like the food. And she only has like 3 things that she can carry. And Brandon's got tons of stuff, and I don't even care if I spend the whole $550 in this one shopping time, because I just wanted them to feel like they could have whatever they wanted, because we struggled for so long without it.
This is why we shouldn't have welfare for single moms. This certified 304 wasted that money on a shopping spree so her kids wouldn't feel poor. See, when it's her own money, she's responsible. When it's someone else's money, aka the taxpayer, she'll live like there's no tomorrow. What happens after her and her kids eat the food and they have the rest of the month to eat with almost no money left? Did she do the math? Budget it? Come on. And if she didn't want the kids to feel poor, maybe she should have stayed with the man that knocked her up. I don't know, just a crazy thought.
Tell me why I get so mad when an ugly man approaches me or tries to hit on me. Like, the audacity, like, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane.
Excuse me, are y'all with the cult?
We're not a cult. We're an organization that promotes love.
Yeah, this is it.
The reason why all of you ladies think that I come off a little strong or I come off a little misogynistic or sexist is because you don't know how to digest a father's love. And I'll tell you the reason why you don't know how to digest a father's love. One mic at a time. One mic at a time.
All right, so let
one
me
mic at a time. I'm preaching here. You're going to get this work.
You're done preaching. We're done listening to this crazy opinion preaching right now.
Okay, but you can see your way off the podcast then.
Right, I did. I
okay, you can walk off right now. You don't want to listen to it. Go ahead. Peace. Continue on by. She's out of here. Had to kick another one off. And this is why you need the father's love back in America, so the woman won't feel so attacked when they feel this love. It's very simple. It's an order to stuff. God cover man, man cover woman, woman cover children. Because I'm giving nothing but love. I'm telling women to stop being promiscuous. I'm telling you that, hey, baby girl, when you allowing all these dudes inside your soul gaps, guess what? You actually lowering your own value, not to just the world's eyes, but to your own eyes. You get what I'm saying? It's going to be harder for you to choose a mate. It's going to be harder for you to peer bond and truly feel true, genuine love with someone because you allowed all these other dudes inside you. Because you didn't respect yourself enough to have more sexual temperance and to hold yourself up with more high importance. That's why you're just allowing people to sleep with you. So that's love. Can't be nothing but love.
I want to be 30. 30 and flirty and thriving.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
You guys, oh my God, watch this.
I'm so cute.
Dinner time. Frozen meat. There we go. Garlic. Taco seasoning. A little bit of pepper. Half an onion. Cook until the hamburger's brown. Now that it's brown, add about half, let's add a whole thing of beef broth. Who cares? Less water. Some water. Then add just a couple cups of rice. Stir it up. A little more taco seasoning. Bring to a boil and then let simmer until the rice is done. Rice is all cooked. Make sure you stir it up. Gonna take about half a can of this nacho cheese. Pour it in here and stir it up. Maybe the whole can. Haven't decided yet. I did the whole thing. Stir it in. Grab a spoon to taste test. It's real good. Put a big spoonful or two on the plate. Put some extra cheese on top. Some Doritos. And then you can eat it like this, or you can put a little bit of salsa verde on it.
That looks like dog shit. Matter of fact, I wouldn't even feed that to my dog. That's the problem us men have to deal with in the West. If a female actually cooks, it's usually from a can or microwaved. It's the type of junk you'd expect at a college dorm. And of course, she's a single mom. One of the top comments says, with over 120,000 likes, says, "That would be a hell no for me." No wonder why she's single. Who'd want to come home to eat pig feed? Imagine working a hard-ass job for that. Plus, she looks pretty worn out. You might have a better time in a coal mine breathing in cancer-causing dust than actually home with her and the food. The most liked comment with over 280k likes says, "You working in prison." Over 90% of the inmates in prison come from single mom households, so I guess she's preparing her kids for prison because that looks like straight prison food, and they have less ingredients to use. You had me until the nacho cheese, but as long as your family eats it, queen. And of course, other females are co-signing this by calling her queen. Also, her kids have no choice. It's either eat the crap or starve to death. The female in the video responds, "Thank you for not being rude. People aren't rude for no reason. Maybe she should do better if she doesn't want rude comments. Just a thought." Before we go further with the video, let me share the comment of the day. Shout out to George Blair, who shared, "Women do not love you. They love what you can do for them." Preach that, George. That couldn't be any more true. So please don't forget to reach out to my email here to claim your $5. As always, guys, I'll be picking one comment from each video. Could be the funniest, could be the most liked, or just one that stuck out to me. So don't forget to leave a comment and you could be our very next winner. So be sure to hit that like and sub button too, as the support helps out a ton, y'all. So now let's get right back into the video.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow.
The next time a man comes into my life, I'm gonna need a whole ass essay as to why you are here. Excuse me, what do you want? Because the last time I put on skinny jeans, a Q-top, did my hair and makeup, I got my heart broken. So, excuse me, what are you doing here? What do you want? What do you need? Are you here to amplify my life? Or are you here to pick me apart and bring me down to your level because I shine so bright makes you feel so insecure with yourself? Because honestly, I'm at the point in my life where I think I'd rather just stay here in bed cozy by my damn self than to have my heart ripped out of my chest, smashed into a billion little pieces, and then just blown back into my face. Every single time I give one of you a chance, you just prove to me why it's better just to stay right here and not go outside and not do the thing. But then there's that part of me that really wants a partner. I'm tired of sleeping in this king-size bed alone. But I absolutely refuse to give my energy to the wrong person ever again. So in case you're curious as to why we are so cold-hearted, this is why. You make us this way. Humans make humans cold-hearted by ripping our hearts out and just blowing them up into smithereens and then blocking us and being like, figure it out, bitch.
She goes for the player or the man who has options and is surprised she gets played. Whenever these complaints or grievances these females have seem super simple or the bare minimum, it's because they're going for these high-value men who don't need to do the minimum to get in their pants. There's plenty of good men who might date her, but that's not fun to her. That's not what she thinks she deserves. She wants the men who have options, and that challenge to try to get them to commit to her. She makes an update video because she got some backlash from the video.
I typically don't do this, but this message is for the men. Hi, how are you today? I see you, and I want to apologize to you. So I made a video all about courting and dating and how men are just not showing up the way that I expect them to. However, one of you beautiful humans brought something really vital and important to my awareness. Maybe there was a time in your life that you did show up for the woman that you were interested in, or multiple women. Maybe you put your heart out on the line so many times and got rejected and hurt. This probably makes you feel a little jaded and a little scared to open your heart up again to treat a woman the way that she probably desires to be treated. Maybe now perhaps you need the safety and the reassurance that, yeah, this woman is invested, that this woman is actually interested in you, and this woman will make you feel safe and loved, giving you the opportunity to show up for her. When you have this opportunity, when you feel this, please show up for her. Love her and give her the ooey gooiness. Be intentional. Now, I know I'm not a man, but I know how scary it can be to be in love with someone, to open your heart up again, to possibly be rejected. But who doesn't want ooey gooey, delicious, healthy, vibrant love? I know I do, and I know there's other women and men like you out there that want that. So hopefully we can cultivate that in our next relationship. Thank you so much for bringing this to my awareness and having a new perspective. I am so incredibly grateful for you, and I love you.
It's called becoming a passport bro to find a real woman. And it's not getting rejected that men are quote unquote afraid of. It's getting used. Rejected would be a time saver. What these modern women have figured out is that they can get relationship benefits by leading men on, or they'll date a man as a placeholder until a better one shows up. Or they'll even double dip and cheat. Here's the real reason why she's single, besides being a single mom.
Pretty sure I just unlocked a new ick for me. When a man finds your hyper independence super attractive. Yeah, I can be independent. Yes, I do it all on my own as a single mom. But like the fact that you find that hot and attractive is like a huge ick for me. Because I want to be soft. I want you to come in and be like, yeah, that's great that you can do it all on your own. But hey, baby, I'm here and you don't need to do all of it on your own anymore. I want a man to fucking show up so I can be soft, so I can sit in my feminine energy. I want to feel safe and I want to feel taken care of. I want you to take some things off my plate and just take care of it. I also don't want to be your mom. I don't want to take care of you also. And when you think that's so attractive that I can do all of the things all on my own, all I think about is like, great, now you expect me to also cook and clean for you. Now I'm good. Sometimes I really think that I'm just going to be single forever. And you know what? I'm okay with that because I want a partner, not a project.
There's a reason why her ex-husband cheated on her, because she wants a free ride. She wants a man to take care of her and not provide anything of value back. She's a single mom, for Christ's sake, who's past 30 as she already has gray in her hair, asking for Virgin 10 trophy wife benefits. As Kevin Samuels used to say, you can't make this shit up. And this is the real her. All those other videos are her on her best behavior, acting like beatnik or hippie for followers and likes. Let's see the comments. Top comment said, I read it as him saying, I can give you the bare minimum because you can handle it all on your own. What's wrong with that? These feminists say they can do it all on their own. We don't want to oppress them in their liberation out of the kitchen. We're treating them like equals like they've demanded for 60 years. And other single moms respond to the comment, sadly, my exact experience. Mine too. Same. Wish I had realized how big of a red flag it was. That's because with their physical demands that the guy has to be over 6 feet, they qualify for the loser Chad or Tyrone. Single moms are the bottom of the barrel dating market. I still can't believe these females don't get it, so they should be grateful to even get the loser Chads and Tyrones. Another comment. Hyper-independence is a trauma response. And that's why men go MGTOW, because they're tired of dealing with broken women. Also, they chose to be independent. Another comment sums up her quite nicely. I want to be taken care of. I don't want to take care of you. Got it. Exactly. This is why she'll be single for the rest of her life. Someone responds to that comment, that's what I heard too. The rest are simps. She's looking for a loyal alpha or an alpha simp because I'm sure she can get a 5'6", hairy 50-year-old man who'll take care of her, but she wants that 6-foot handsome guy, the type that solely players her, to actually take care of her like she's a traditional, childless 20-year-old virgin. A female responds, women been taking care of everything and everything. How dare a man be asked to take out the trash? And someone responds to her, who built your world? Literally everything you walk outside and see. Men, but we'll be happy to trade places. Go dig a ditch, mine some coal, yeah? Couldn't have said that better. Men have to work hard jobs, so of course they want someone who can take care of them at home, so they can fully relax and be recharged to do the hard work. The bills don't pay themselves, bedwenches. The world's gotta run. I know you thoughts think posting pics of your cooch on OF is work, but it's not.
You can't even get women nowadays to bring their man a plate, rub his feet, just basic things. The attitude of so many women that I see now is they don't want to cater to a man in any, it's almost like it's a dirty word. They don't want to compete for a man. They want him to just pick her because she's so special. But it's too much competition. There's too much out here. What are you doing to outbeat the competition? What are you doing to win over a man? And a lot of women, they don't want to do it. They want to have attitudes, not be in, work on themselves in any kind of way, physically, mentally, spiritually. Just think they just show up. Me being alive, being a woman with a vagina is enough for a man to choose me. Accept me as I am. All the men need to change. All the men need to stop being this way. But us women, we're perfect out the womb. We're perfect. Just because we're born, we're perfect beings. And it's all these men. But But that's good news for me because I'm going to compete. And I'm glad that they've taken themselves out the competition. That's less work for me.
These females only compete to be flown out by the athletes and entertainers. And by compete, I mean who can drop their panties the fastest and suck the soul out of a man while giving him a BJ. It's the simps that cash up them $100 just to get their attention is the reason why they think they don't have to do anything. The biggest curse a female can have in the feminist West is to be pretty and attractive. Because you can't tell her anything. That 100% stunts her personality, especially if she was raised by a single mom. She learns from her mom to use her looks to get resources from men, aka to prostitute herself. Top comment says, Kevin Samuels is missed. Y'all are just recycling his material. Funny how they all claim he was wrong when he was alive. God rest his soul. But after he passes away, then all of a sudden they start repeating the same thing he said just to get likes and shares on social media. The female in the video responds, what do you have to say about Shahrazad Ali, who was a woman saying these things 20 to 30 years before Kevin Samuels was born? Who? Apparently this female wasn't influential enough if no one knows who the F she is. 50-50, women are tired, we are multitaskers, I've never, and never would I ever compete with no woman, I'm who I am, but that's your opinion. We tried to warn you feminists that you'd live a better life being in the kitchen, but you claimed it was oppressive. Also, 50-50 is what non-traditional women deserve at the very least. If you want to be treated like a queen, you better be ready to treat your man like a king. That's right. Finally, someone gets it. Cooking and cleaning for a man and the family is a much easier life than surviving in the corporate world or having to pay the bills every month. Not having the stress of every first of the month is extremely underrated. Worrying about your bills ages women like milk. This is why most trad wives are youthful and happy, and look 10 years younger than their feminist peers.
When a relationship ends between two people, you part ways. And that also means that you are both going to be at different levels in your processing of the grief, of the death of what once was, and all of that. And even months or years later, there can be certain triggers that pop up and you're like, whoa, I thought I dealt with that shit. Do not go back into the story that you want them or miss them or can't make it without that other person. Oftentimes what those triggers are trying to show you is that there's something unresolved within you that you need to address. For me, watching my ex thrive, it's a beautiful thing, but it's really triggering for me because I walked away with literally having to start over after 12 years of starting over, of wondering if I'm going to be able to keep a roof over my head with my boys and not being able to just go out and play in our backyard like we used to.
Okay, so all this video tells me is that you were the problem. You were the one holding him back from whatever it was that he was trying to accomplish or do. Now that you're saying that he's thriving after the fact, there was something there that continued to hold that man back from thriving and being successful. And this is what's crazy about a lot of these women that are filing for divorce, is they're not thinking through the aftermath of what's going to come, what's going to happen. You can't expect to continue to be a stay-at-home mom, to live a great lifestyle, whatever it was that you were able to have as a married woman with a husband doing whatever he was doing. That lifestyle will not continue. Even if you do get half of his money, you're still missing that other half. So whatever it is that you are now missing, whatever it is that you think that, it's a pity party, because now that you walked away from the marriage, you don't know how you're going to keep a roof over your head. Well, then maybe it's time to rethink what the heck you could have done differently. I'm sorry, but there's so many videos out here now that it honestly seems to me that a lot of these women are regretting their decisions. Do not go and get a divorce just because of a feeling that you have. Because a lot of feelings are just temporary. It doesn't make any sense to destroy the life that you built with your husband just because of a temporary feeling. And now you're on TikTok crying, talking about you don't know how you're going to afford to keep the roof over your head. Does that make sense? Like, come on now. This is just crazy.
There you go. The best revenge a man can have is to thrive in life. Do better, because it confirms he didn't need her. Matter of fact, she's the problem because he never progressed in life with her. Modern women need to understand this, especially if they divorce. They've got one shot in life. After a certain age, they're yesterday's news. They're post-wall. They're old. And on the other hand, a well-seasoned, successful man can have 2 to 4 shots in life, as in he can start multiple families with young, hot women. Sure, after a divorce, he'll have his wounds and maybe have half of his assets stolen in divorce court, but he can find another woman, who's often hotter and younger. He can make his life better. And this post-wall only regrets her decision because she has to face the consequences of her actions. Has she won the lottery? I don't think she would have cared about him. If someone has in their mind to leave like that, let them leave. They should have never been married. Just because there is less Sims to pick up the pieces doesn't matter. The sad reality most men find out is modern women only want to be at the finish line and screw the winner, more ways than once. They don't want to build anything. So when hard times finally hit, they're looking to monkey branch to the next man. Well, they looked over the fence and saw greener grass, not realizing that AstroTurf is also green. Life isn't movies or rom-coms. Post-wall single moms don't marry handsome career men in real life. They're a pump and dump at best. Another comment. The problem is that a lot of these women are not thinking about the future. They have a short-sighted view of life. And that's the positive thing about social media. We can see the reality unfiltered of what happens after they divorce for another HOE phase. Or actually seeing being a single mom isn't cute like the movies. It's working 2 jobs at least instead of 1 for the rest of her life. One being the job that pays the bills, the other is raising the kids. Unfortunately, she, like most modern women, have to find out the hard way. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. And because of the MGTOW reality, the struggle is going to be for the rest of their life. Because no man is going to want to save them. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you'll get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video. Till next time.